What's up guys, welcome back to Code with Clinton. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to send emails with Django. So in this video we're going to be advancing the blog whereby we'll be sending emails to our newly created user. So without further ado, we're getting started right now. So now we're going to be using the Django documentation to do this. I'm going to show you the guidelines we have here. So first of all, we're going to go down to our settings.py and add some email configurations today. So I'm going to scroll down. It's just down here in the Django documentation. Okay, here it is. I'm going to do some copying from here. I'll simply copy from this point down here. Copy this. I'm going to go down to settings.py file here and paste what we just copied. So I've pasted that there. So I'm going to remove those. I'm going to remove the hosts, remove the ports, remove the username, the password, and the use TLS. Okay, nice. So we've gotten this now. So for our email host, you're going to be using Gmail, you understand? And these are Django configures it. You're going to simply use smtp.gmail.com, and the ports is going to be equal to 587. Okay, and now we have the email host user. This refers to the sender's email. From which email are we sending from? The email host user refers to the sender email. So I have the email called. So I'm going to be using this email I created newly, coding made easy, coding made easy 8 at gmail.com. And and the email host password simply refers to the password of this email address I over here. But I'm not going to simply paste the password here. Instead, I don't want to keep the password visible like that. I'm going to I'm going to hide this password instead. So I'm going to put it later. So now for the email use TLS, I'm going to simply put that as true. And later I'm going to put in the password for this. I'm not going to put it now. So now I think we are done with the email configuration. Now we'll have to go down to our views.py file. So we're going to finish up the work in the views.py. So let's go down to the views.py file. So we're going to import a Django module called send email. This enables us to send email with Django. So I'm going to simply say from django.core.mail import send mail. So we need to import this. After I've done this now, so now I'm gonna close my terminal. So I'm gonna go down to the register user function because whenever we register a user, I want to like send the user an email telling them welcome to our blog, welcome to our article, you understand? So now I'm gonna do nice under this if request. I'm gonna come down here under the request method, which stands for whenever the user clicks on the submit button, I'm gonna collect the value of the username field and the email field. You understand? So what I want to do is this: I want to collect the value of the username field and the email field. So let's go. I'm gonna go down to my views.py file to collect those values. Instead, whenever we submit the form, I want to pick up the value of the username and the email field. Okay, so I'm gonna go down to this if form is valid, like if the content of our form, if they are all valid. So I'm gonna pick up the username and the email. So I'm gonna simply do this. I'm gonna say username should be equal to requests dot post username, and the username this username in the square bracket is the name attribute of the username field. Understand? So let's continue. I'm gonna call it username. Okay, I'm gonna also get the email to the same method. I'm gonna call this email. I'm gonna call request.post email. to Z email. So I said earlier, I'm doing this here because I want to make sure that the content of our form is valid before I can collect their values. Understand? Because I'm inside the registration, I'm inside the register user function that helps to create our user. And now in this, I'm in this if block that helps to validate our form to make sure the contents are correct. So once the content are correct, I'm going to get the value of the username field and the value of the email field. You understand? So after I've done that now, okay, if you watch closely, our send mail, I imported the module called send mail. The send mail as is gonna require some arguments or some attributes, which is the subject of our mail, the message of the mail, the sender's email, and the recipient's email. You understand? So now you can see from here, you can see the subject, the message, the from email, which is the sender, and the recipient's email. So let's do that right now. So for now, let's continue. So I'm going to get the subject of our mail is going to be equal to this. Subject is going to be equal to, simply say, welcome to coding made easy. Okay, and the message is going to be, the message will be, I'm going to simply say, so now I'm going to simply pass a message. The message is going to be, I, Emmanuel, or I, the username, I, Emmanuel, are going to help you become the best coder you can ever be. So I'm going to use the Python formatted string. I'm going to simply say I. So let me say I, the username. I. So assuming the username is Emmanuel, I'm going to say I, Emmanuel. We will, we will help you become the best coder. No, the best. We will help you become the best coder, the best coder you can ever be. Our username will help you become the best coder you can ever be. So that's the message we want to pass now. And the recipient's email, we're going to put this. The email we are going to send this to. We're going to, okay, the sender's email first. I'm going to say from, okay, from email equal to this. And the sender's email is going to come from our settings.py file. You can see we've declared the sender's email over here. So we're going to import this email from the settings.py file. So go down to the views.py. So we're going to import settings. I'm going to simply import, so I'm going to say from Django.conf import settings. So now we're going to, after that, we're going to simply come down there. Okay, so here we're going to say from email, I'm going to be settings dot email underscore, let's see what it's called again. Okay, email host user, copy that. Okay, now this is the sender's email, you understand? So the recipient's email, now we're going to say we're going to call it recipient lists. Recipient underscore lists is going to be equal to a list of emails. So the receiver's email is what I'm going to put in this square bracket, and the email is what we have here, up here. You can see this email I declared up there, so I'm going to put it there, email. So that's all we need to do. So now after we've done this, now we'll simply come down to our send mail function, passing these 4 attributes inside it. So I'm going to simply say subject, after that message, after that from email, and recipients list. The last but not the least, we're going to add fail silently. So we're going to add that fail silently first. So what this does is simple. What it does is that whenever we're having issues with sending this email, it's gonna alert us whenever there's an issue with sending the email. It's gonna pop an alert. You can see fail silently, false, not true. So after we've done this now, we are through with our work now. So for this sender's email, we need to reduce the security on the email. For example, I'm going to show you this now. So okay, on the sender's email, you need to reduce the security on it because well, we want to make the security on the sender's email less strict. For example, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to go straight to the manage your account. So here we are. So click on security. So after you've done that, now we're going to scroll down to less secured apps. Look for where it is. Just scroll down. You can see I have my less secured app. By default, this less secured app is turned off. So you have to turn on your own. Just click on turn off access. Turn off access. So I said earlier, by default it's turned off. You can see it says on here, it's turned off. So I'm gonna turn it on. You have to turn it on. So you can see what Django, you can see what Google says. Google says some apps and devices use less secure sign-in technology, which makes your account vulnerable. You can turn off access for these apps, which we recommend, or turn it on if you want to use them despite the risk. You want to use it for what you are doing. Understand? I'm trying to send email from a third party website. Understand? So we need to turn on this less secured app. So once it's turned on, we are good to go. So finally, we have one more last setting to put in our junk in our settings of Wi-Fi, which is called the email backend. Understand? Email backend. We need to specify the email backend. This is the backend Django is going to use to help send the email we need to send. Understand? So I'm going to specify this email backend. And mind you, my email host password is actually the password of this email address I have here. So I kept it hidden. It's at the bottom of this file, at the bottom, so it's hidden. I don't want to expose it. And if you don't want to if you don't want to put your password here, literally, if you don't want to expose your password, you could use Django environment variables to get your password hidden and set the variable up here. Okay, understand? You could use Django environment variables to hide your secret information. I'm gonna make a video on that on how to use Django environment variables. As I know most people don't know how to use this. I'm gonna explain that fully to you guys in the next video. Okay, as I said earlier, so I'm going to comment this out now because I have the password set at the beneath this, just down this page. So now I'm going to put in my email backend. So Control V. So now this email backend now this is what helps to send the email. This is the backend behind the email we are sending. Understand? So this okay after we've done this now, I can save my work. So now this helps to send the real email. This helps to send the real email to the recipient. If you check the recipient's email box, you're going to see the email the sender sent. Understand? And it is majorly used for production level. I mean, it's majorly used when your site is already live, when your site has been launched to the internet. Understand? But if you are still on the development level, Django has several options, and I recommend you read the Django documentation on sending email. You're going to get more information on how to send emails with Django. I'm going to link this in the description of this video, so do it to read it. It's going to really help increase your knowledge on this. So now, if we are on the development level, Django also has a different option for us. You could just simply change the SMTP to console. That's what we need to do, understand? So change it to console, and I think you are good to go. So after I've done this now, that's all we need to do now. So what I'm gonna simply do is this now. So I'm gonna simply run server again. Okay, my server is up and running. So I'm gonna try creating a new user. I'm gonna call this user Mike. This password email mike@gmail.com, and the password I'm gonna simply say okay, puts in the same password. So register. So okay, account created successfully, you can now log in. As I said earlier, if you remember from our settings.py file, from the settings of Wi-Fi, I configured right here. You watch closely. This was just SMPT. It was SMPT, SNTP rather. I changed it to console because the console is gonna show us the email right in our console, right in the terminal. But if I put in SNTP, the email will be sent to the actual email address, understand? And that is used for production level. Right now we are on development level, we are still not live yet, we are not yet on the internet, we are still on a local machine. So I'm going to use console. So if you use SMTP, you're going to see the email in the person's email address. Just log in there, you see the email. But let's check our console and see if we have the email there. So I'm going to scroll up a bit. So I'm going to find this right now. Okay, here it is. Watch closely, we can find the email here. You can see subjects, you can see welcome to coding made easy, from coding made easy 8 at gmail.com to mike at gmail.com, and the date is there, and the body of the email says, I Mike will help you become the best coder you can ever be. You can see it's that simple on how to send email with Django. So I hope you really learned something from this. So now I think we are done with this tutorial. I hope you've learned how to send email with Django. So meet in the next video.